It's like, hold up, wait a minute. They forgot that I was winning. All the money I've been getting, bitches splitting, no trick.
A close friend found out he was snitching. I didn't really give a fucking with none of my business.
Well, there you have it, folks. You heard it from the East Atlanta Santa, Mr. Zone 6 himself, Gucci, Mr. 1017, Goo-Wop, that son, a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Juan-o gotta take care of his astigmatism and his lazy eye. Damn doctor gonna tell me I can't call my lazy eye lazy eye. Bitch, it don't do his job all the time. It is kind of lazy. It's a good employee. He is a good employee, but he lazy. I ain't gonna fire him. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you a boss, you know about them employees. Motherfucker be late as hell, but you happy he coming at that time because he can pick up some shit. Anyways, that's a funny thing when you take advantage of people, when people's shortcomings fit into your goals, and then y'all can accomplish goals together so they shortcomings be a benefit. That's a major part of being a boss right there. But everybody just want that title without the job. Anyways, snitching. Now, my thing with QCP snitching is, or supposedly snitching is, I don't know if he was in the streets or not. But I do know he presented that street image. I do know everybody they signed supposedly street niggas. I do know that. So if the street shit is so stupid, why are you signing people that street artists or that rap about the streets? That's what I don't get. That part of the game is some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna digress from that. Let's say he ain't no street nigga. Then for you to get in this situation, why you hanging in the trap? That's like my son. He got friends that do shit I ain't really cool with. You know what I'm saying? But they come to his mama house to fuck with him. Or he fuck with them at the football field or the basketball court. Not saying that that's a good idea, but not saying it's a bad idea, but it's totally different than him going to sit up in their house or at the trap. Same thing with my nephews. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't help who you know and who you go to school with and who you get to be cool with or who actually got your back. You can't help that. But you can control your environment and where you put yourself at. That's number one. So hanging out in the trap where niggas feel comfortable doing business in front of you, that kind of automatically puts you in it. That's like if I'm going to rob a bank, if me, this person, and that person going to rob a bank, but John need a ride, and we tight enough with John that he know we about to rob this bank, but we still gonna get him a ride, then he a part of that robbery. And I'm pretty sure John gonna get a piece of that money too. You know what I'm saying? With that being said like that. So it's hard for me to say you involved with people in the streets and you hanging at they trap and you not a part of the streets, especially when my outlook on it from what you presented to me was that you was a street nigga that made it out the streets. Now I could be wrong, it's two left shoes, but all I got to go on is what you give me. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got to go on. Have I been in a situation like QCP? Hell yeah. Nigga tried to kill me. I got him when I got arrested, even though I was fucking furious. When I realized they was trying to question Juan-o, I shut up. And they locked my ass up. And they was holding me there till they saw the tape. Or until my lawyer got there. But just so happened they saw the tape first. And then they let a nigga go. Because I was ready to motherfucking press charges on their ass. But however, I didn't say nothing. I ain't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Now, that type of shit be touchy, because when you be in the ambulance, you might say something. But they can't technically use that against you. And when you be at the scene, you might say something. But again, with the lawyer, that could be, you know, but if you're, especially after a shooting. But if you sit down and make a statement and you autograph that bitch, it ain't nothing your lawyer can do about that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just gonna always keep it on the 100 with you, because after a traumatic experience, it don't matter how tough you are, you may let something slip, and it may not even come out your lips. You might look somewhere, you might touch something, you might whatever. All type of shit happen, and cops is trained to look for that when it go down. But nonetheless, I feel like this is some malarkey. You know what I'm saying? If QCP was a rapper, they'll be ostracizing his ass. And then it's kind of funny because the same rappers who was talking or picking on people who had snitched, they got snitches in their crew, or they got suspect shit going on. Not all, but a lot. So what I would like to tell you kids, man, is just flat out don't get involved in no shit you ain't with. Don't get involved in no shit you ain't with. If somebody try and kill you and you ain't with risking it to kill them, go to the police. Go to the police. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't willing to give your option of calling the police away ever, then don't join the street shit. Don't be a drug dealer. I've been legit for I've been legit for a nice amount of years now. I don't want to put the wrong number out there. I don't want to put the right number out there because whatever. But I've been legit for a while. And even now, still, I had a situation whereas about a year, last year, I had a situation before the getting shot situation. And Junior mama was highly upset with me, but shit, she had to be the one to take care of the police. I mean, and in there I was trying to explain it to her, and while she telling me how ignorant it is, I had to explain to her, this what bought this house you in. This house you about to sell so you can buy you a bigger, better house. This how I bought it. And we can't disrespect that. And that's what it is. And that's I had my work uniform on, buttoned to the top when I told her that shit. So I ain't gonna blaspheme none of these guys, but I want to share with you the real choice you making. You know what I'm saying? That way you can make a more informed decision. So when I got that deep into the streets as I pretty much gave up my right to call the police. You know what I'm saying? When the situation happened with me having to delete that dude, in that situation, I did have to call the police because I used my jammy. You know what I'm saying? Which was Troy Ave's mistake. He shouldn't have left there with the jammy and got caught with the other jammies. He should have stayed there till the popo showed up with the jammy and let them figure it out. He would have still did them same couple of months in jail, but he wouldn't have had to say as much. He wouldn't have had to say nothing really. He wouldn't have had to say nothing really, because instead of checking all the guns, they would have checked that gun, and then they would have found it had dude DNA on it and woody woo. But him leaving the scene and creating initially a whole new crime scene with a whole new cast of evidence changed the dynamics on that, and that's what took that so long. But if he would have stayed there and just gave that gun to them when they got there, he'd have been already sweet. And he probably wouldn't even have to sit on the stand. But do you got the balls to go through that? Do you got the balls to know you just laid somebody out and stand there? You know what I'm saying? Do you got the legitimacy, or do you know the legality is good enough to know that you can do it like that? You know what I'm saying? And things of that nature. And that's what it all boiled down to. Like, I don't want to use my channel to just diss people, although I will diss a motherfucker if they deserve it. But what I do want to do is make sure everybody that's watching my channel got the information about how they should go about it. You know what I'm saying? Now, different states are varying, but as far as the gun laws, but in a minute you're gonna be able to carry in all. We're gonna have I don't want to use the wrong word, but where I can carry my gun in your state.
Your call has been forwarded.
Now, right now,
automatic
this kind of personal, but I'm licensed to carry guns, I think, in like 48 states or some shit like that. It's another license I want to get, but when you get that federal license and shit, then you kind of open yourself up to where they could come to your house and check your weapons and whatnot. And really, I don't care about them checking my weapons and shit, but I don't, you know, just having an open door policy with people I don't know is not something that makes me feel comfortable. So I don't know if I want that. And that's the same way you gotta approach these street shit. You gotta look at what's going on, look at what they may want and or expect from you, and then you gotta make a conscious decision about if that's what you want to do or if that's what you want to be a part of. Because a lot of the times it is not. It's not. You know what I'm saying? And let's be real. If QCP hadn't just got that proper check, niggas would be talking about that a little bit different. The same way like Dogface said, but Dogface already spoke on it, so I ain't gotta speak. And we out.